So I have in front of me, I'm not gonna start with itching my shoulder, that's weird. Very itchy today, I don't know why, it's kind of hot out. I live in Arizona, so, you know, everything's just gross. So here I have with me a pretty special kendama that I've been so excited to get my hands on, and it has been so difficult to actually get my hands on. And this is the Christian Fraser Legend model. So I wasn't able to get their first drop on their website of the cushion clear. So this one, in fact, is the batch 1 sticky clear. And not 1, but 2 Legend mods. All right, I'm just gonna grab this one for now because I wanna save the other one for a future video idea I had. So you'll see that in a later video. I'm actually really glad I waited to do this video because Sweets just announced their new Uzumaki kendama and their new shape. It's called the Boost, I believe, the Boost shape. Boost, I don't know. I say boost really weirdly. Boost, boost, boost. Boost. Their new Boost shape, which actually is the same shape that the Christian Fraser Legend model is on. So this video kind of serves as a review of the new Boost shape, which Sweets' kendamas will be rolling out soon onto all of their new kendamas. So looking at the packaging itself, you can tell that this is something unique, this is something special. It's not like any other kendama box, especially not from Sweets kendamas, and it's just gorgeous. The inspiration for the design of the packaging came from old Japanese whiskey boxes. I'm like a weird person who really likes packaging, and I really care about the presentation of like kendamas, and not even just kendamas, but like products in general. I like when companies kind of go above and beyond with their packaging and presentation of stuff, so I really appreciate this. So you can see on the very front here, Christian Fraser Legend model with the number 10. For the number of years he's been playing, he's been officially playing for over a decade now. On the back here too, you have this sort of diagram of the kendama, sort of explaining what it all is. But don't worry about reading it, I'm gonna explain it to you as we go along. Opening it from the top here, slide out the kendama, just like that. And you have the sticker as well, and that is all that's in the box. And once you open up this little plastic container, you get the kendama and extra string and bearing bead as well, which is pretty cool. I don't think Sweets ever really does that. And it's also another one of these maroon strings, which I don't know if you can get on another kendama Sweets makes. I think this is kind of exclusively for the Christian Fraser Pro model. So stickers and string aside, let's get to what you all came here for, the Christian Fraser Legend model. String length on it comes with a 6-finger string, so that's really nice. We'll get to the wood types in a minute, but first let's go over the markings on the Ken. You have a 10 right here, and on the back you have Christian Fraser's signature. But other than that, that's it. Pretty bare Ken, which is kind of all you need. It looks really nice. So my favorite part about the Ken is the combination of how good it looks, but also the functionality of those good looks. It's brilliant. It really, you can't, there's not another word for it. So the middle main spike, sword, whatever you want to call it, is full maple, so that way the spike is honed and stays sharp, because maple is probably one of the hardest woods out there, at least commonly used with kendamas. Birch is up there too, and you can argue some other woods, but maple is really strong and will definitely keep that spike sharp, unlike a softer wood like beech, where the spike goes flat pretty quick just because of how soft it is. Then you move to the cups, or the serrato. You can see it's kind of broken up into 3 layers, and the reason they did this is genius. The bottom portion here is maple, so it's very nice and smooth for gunslinger tricks. And the middle wood here is called weng, I think. I think it's wenge, but yeah, it's basically a very heavy wood, and not only does it look cool because it's dark wood and separates the Ken, but it also has a lot of weight to the serrato, so it makes it hone for lunars. And the top part of the serrato is beech wood. It's a softer wood and really helps with stall tricks, and it just kind of cushions the Tama when it lands. So for birds and stilts and things like that, beech wood is really the go-to wood if you're trying to perfect stall tricks. Things like this really make me happy because it's kind of just how things should be. Like, this makes so much sense. Why hasn't anyone done it before this? Like, you have the best wood for slingers, you have the best wood for stalls, you have the best wood for the spike, and to top it off, you have a heavyweight in the serrato to make it better for lunars. This is brilliant. Why aren't all kendamas made like this? I get it, it's special, it costs a lot more to do, but really, like, what's the downside to making every kendama like this? We're gonna talk about the Tama, then we're gonna go back to the Ken and talk about the shape, because I'm gonna go on about that for a little bit with a new, I keep forgetting the name. Boost. I said it 17 times like 2 minutes ago. Boost shape. So we're gonna come back to the new boost shape and talk about that, and then compare it to the Prime Ken, which I know a lot of you wanna see. Like the Ken, the Tama is insanely practical and looks gorgeous. So really you have 5 layers here. The bottom 30, you can call it, in like a 70-30 design, is beechwood. Once again, it's really soft and it's honed for stalls. It breaks in phenomenally. And really, my favorite Tamas are made of beech. It's perfect. Also, I don't know if they did this on purpose, but the beech is painted, which first off makes it stand out, which is really nice for tracking. But also, coincidentally, beech is kind of an ugly wood. It's not, I don't wanna hate on beech. I'm not hating on beech. But I mean, you can kind of see it on top of here. There's not really any grain. It's kind of just plain and bleh. And that's the only wood they've really covered up here. Moving up to the next stripe, it's cherry wood, which is pretty light wood, so it helps reduce some weight in the Tama. And then the middle is this perfect stripe of wenge wood? Same stripe as that. Same stripe as in the Serato. This stripe here is wenge wood. It's probably, people are gonna make fun of me in the comments around I'm saying wenge wood, but this is a nice heavy stripe of wenge wood that helps kind of keep the Tama in line. It's sort of like Christian Fraser said in his unboxing, sort of helps make the Tama flip more like a coin. It helps it stay level and flat. It kind of stays straight rather than spinning a lot, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's actually true. In theory, it sounds good, but I haven't played with it yet, so I don't know. It makes sense to me, but we'll see if it actually makes a difference. Going up, you have another big stripe of cherry wood to help lighten it. And then on the top, you have this patch of walnut wood, which again helps for tracking. It's a nice contrast between the white 30 and the very top, which is a dark walnut. So it helps with tracking, but it's also a light wood too to help reduce weight. And as I said earlier, this is the sticky clear version. I haven't actually held a cushion clear one personally and haven't looked at the Tama, but I feel like you're gonna miss a lot of the wood grain detail if you have cushion clear. It's more of like an opaque paint, and I feel like some of the gold specks in the paint aren't gonna pop as much with the cushion clear. I'm a big fan of the sticky clear, and I'm so happy that I actually didn't get a cushion clear and waited for this one. However, cushion clear is definitely better if you're looking to get a more durable paint and for it to stand the test of time. But come on, this looks so good in sticky clear. All right, so in all my videos, I do a Ken comparison, just to give you an idea of the size and shape of the Ken, and I really couldn't think of a better one to compare it to than the original Sweets Prime Ken, now with their new, what is it called?
The Boost.
And I can't think of a better Ken to compare their new Boost shape to than their classic Prime Ken, which I'm sure most of you have played. It's probably one of the most well-known, most played shapes out there. So yeah, let's compare them. So from what I understand, it's pretty similar, except the cups are bumped up, the size is bumped up. Everything's just a bit bigger. So let's see actually how much bigger and what the size difference actually is. Starting off with the small cup, the Boost is definitely a bit bigger, but it's not much bigger. I actually thought it would be a lot bigger. I kind of was expecting a bigger bump in the cup sizes. Moving over to the big cup, it's definitely a bit bigger, but not by a crazy amount. I think it's a good size increase, but it's nothing crazy. If you were expecting something like a major change, it's not that major. Moving to the base cup, definitely bigger, which thank goodness, because the Sweets Prime Ken base cup has always been its worst feature in my opinion. I do like the Sweets Prime Ken, but the base cup is just too small, so I'm really glad it got bumped. It's not a big base cup, but it's just a standard size now. Also a feature on this new Ken is the base cup hole. It's a little bit different in the shape. It's more of like a long cone with rounded edges, so it's not just a straight cylinder punched through the base cup hole. It's still pretty much a traditional base cup hole. It's just a lot cleaner looking, which is cool. I don't think it really serves a purpose other than it looks a bit nicer, but there's really no difference. It's still a hole that takes weight out of the bottom of the Ken. So this is Sweet's new model, and I mean, welcome to the party. It's mid 2019, and you guys have been rocking the Prime for so long. It was far overdue for an upgrade. I think Kendamas USA might have put some heat under them to release a new shape. Everyone is, it's just happening. When Kendamas USA came out with the shift shape, it was slightly bumped up over their old Kaizens. Chrome came out with their 1% shape for the Pro models. Soul has always been a bit bigger of a Ken, so I don't think we're gonna see an increase in their size, but really Soul's shape, still perfect. Love you guys. And also Analog Kendamas, which is a smaller kendama company, just released a Singularity, which is 3% bigger. Everything is just increasing a bit, and I think that's really where kendama is heading. And I mean, I've said this before, but I'm a player who has pretty big hands, so slightly larger kendamas, okay with me. What I think is pretty cool too is Sweet's focused a lot on the lunar balance of this new Ken, which I'm happy about, because to be honest, the Prime, to this date, was still my go-to Ken for lunar tricks. So I'm really glad to see that they put an emphasis on this new shape to do the same. I haven't actually played with it yet, but as far as lunar balance goes, I think I'm confident in saying this is a worthy successor to the Sweet's Prime Ken. And with that, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below on what I should unbox next or suggestions for future videos. And yeah, see you in the next one.